What's up, everyone? Episode number 51 of RealLifeish Friends podcast. This is one of your hosts, Kimberly.
I am who me love.
Okay, Mila. We have a very great episode coming to you tonight on the 2nd February. Well, 2nd Tuesday in February of 2026. I'm struggling to figure out what day it is.
You catching hell, ain't you?
Okay. Yeah. I was like, hold on. Black History Month.
I mean, honey, because you is catching hell. Look at your little hair.
Yeah, I took the braids out.
With your little crinkles.
Yeah, I went ahead and took the braids out. I still ain't washed my hair because that requires like way too much effort. I was off, but not like off. Like, who wants to do that?
You just can't wash your hair in the shower?
No, it's a whole process. It's a whole process of what I would have to do because I gotta wash it, condition it. Like, it's just a lot going on. It's just a lot of things going on.
Ma'am, you can do all of that at one stop shop while you bathe and take your shower. Bathe, shampoo, conditioner, bathe, rinse. Voila, you clean. And your hair clean too.
I do it in the kitchen sink when I have to wash my own hair. Plus, I hate washing my own hair anyway. So that's also part of the ordeal and the struggle because that's a chore. Like, and I wanted to take a nap today. So that was important. So
was it important, Kim?
It was very important. I wanted to take a nap. So that's why I didn't care and worry about doing it. And I didn't do it. So that's that. Also, just want to throw this out there because you didn't show up. Went to the Gospel and Christian Music Museum.
How was it? I had plans. Time was not on my side. I had to get my nails done and other things. So, but y'all held it down. So tell me, how was the gospel? Did they have Dr. Bobby Jones in there?
Yeah, but I will tell you this. You have been to the African American Music Museum. So don't think it's anything like that. Size-wise or anything, do not think it's anything like that. While some of the branding looks the same, it's not like that. Oh, hey, auntie and uncle, and happy Valentine's Day to you all too.
Hey, auntie, uncle, happy Valentine's Day.
But yeah, it was basically a shell of that. Like the gospel room at the African American Museum probably could have fit this museum in it.
Because it's been a minute since I've been in there, but it was like say 2 bedrooms, I guess, full, and then you had that little part with
not 2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms. Okay, bedroom and a bathroom. And then it had a little thing in there like with Bobby Jones where you can be in the choir.
Yeah,
you know, it may not still be there.
Now the one thing that I did appreciate was that they did have a booth in there. Like the African American Music Museum has a booth that you can rap, whether it's freestyle or whatever. They had a part where you can sing. But the thing about it is that the songs that they put on there, so they gave you an option. It was either worship, gospel, Christian, whatever the CCM. I think there was Latin and then hip hop. And when I tell you,
Wait a minute, this was at the Gospel Museum?
Because they have hip hop, like gospel Christian music.
Oh yeah, like Lecrae. Okay, I'm picking up. Okay.
Yeah. The part that I enjoyed, I did enjoy that because I just decided I was gonna sing my own song, and I don't really care what was going to be playing in the black background. It didn't matter.
And what was your song, ma'am? That was not on the
I decided
script?
to sing Yolanda Adams because, like, why not? Was that one of the song options? Absolutely not. But I did enjoy.
What you did it acapella?
No, I just did it to the wrong music because they still had like the instrumental. And I was like, who cares? I'm gonna be fabulous.
So you got that remixing.
Exactly. And then the other part that I enjoyed, like from the Dove Awards, they had a room set up. I think it was called Dove Theater, and you were able to listen to like different performances throughout the year.
So, okay. Because is that in the springtime or in the fall? The Dove Awards.
I don't know. But you know what? I got handy dandy Google right here.
I feel like it's more doing the, like maybe during the fall, because I feel like didn't they just have some where BB and CC Winan was on it?
Well, they also have it's another award show as well.
Oh, the Stella, that's the one that be in Atlanta, I think, right?
The Dove Awards is traditionally it's in the fall. It's gonna be October 6th at Bridgestone. Here in good old Nashville.
Oh, they be at Bridgestone. Because I thought they'd be over there at what is it? Belmont. I don't know why I thought Belmont.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was it. It's definitely something like, and let me just say this. Some of the issue probably with me, as it relates to the Christian and Gospel Museum, is that I'm very gospel because I used to sing in the choir, and like I'm used to like Mississippi Mass Choir,
They got the word,
which they were featured in there. But like those are the people that I'm normally like. They were not. Well, they were on one of the things in there. I'm used to that. I'm used to like Kirk Franklin. I'm used to Hezekiah, and these people were in there. But I'm saying like gospel and only giving me CC Winans in Israel. That's not gonna do anything for me because I know them, but that's not what I listen to. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I listen to Ty on a regular basis. I listen to like Ty Tibbet, Corinne Hawthorne, Kirk Franklin, Marvin Sapp. I listen to them, so I'm, that's more my lane. That's more my lane and more my speed. So, while some of those people were in there, and like the Mississippi Mass Choir, there's a lot of other people that I had no clue about, which that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, so it wasn't overwhelming. So did it didn't feel overwhelmingly gospel to me, like gospel back in the day gospel, like ish. Like it didn't feel like that, even though some of the people were like, they had Tasha Cobbs and what's that other girl? Carr, the Carr lady.
Something Carr or something.
So they had people like that. Now, so it was kind of like, it was like either new school that I would consider, or like BBCC older, but not old school, if you get what I'm saying. Because when I think old school gospel, I'm thinking like Three Blind Boys. I'm thinking, I'm thinking like Mahalia Jackson, things of that nature. Like I'm thinking,
Mahalia,
CC and BB, they older, but they ain't. I don't know. I feel like
late 80s, 90s.
Yeah, like I feel like, if you ain't got Kirk and Marvin and stuff like that, like them my people. You see what I'm saying? Like that's them my people. So
it wouldn't No Jackson Southerners or nobody like that.
Girl, I don't think I saw anything that said Jackson Southerners. I almost didn't see the Mississippi Mass Choir.
Did they have James Cleveland in there?
I don't even remember seeing James Cleveland. They had like Pastor
Aretha
Mike in it. They had Pastor Mike in there.
From Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because they had a section where like artist and preacher section or whatever. But yeah, maybe as I was really into, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of things I don't know. It's a lot of people that were in the African American Museum that I never really like listened to before, but at least I possibly heard of them. But I feel like these were people that like I would never know this music. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at
so
I would never
on a rating of 1 to 5, what would you give it?
2. Only because I was in the choir at Dove Theater with the songs, because that's when I did get to see the performances like Kirk Franklin, Mary, things of that nature, like people that I know. And also the booth, but booth, if they had the booth, if they had more song selections in the booth, that because when you think gospel, you're not thinking like, even though I know they're gospel, when I think gospel, let me just say this, because this is my opinion. When I think gospel, I don't think Israel, the one that's married to Adrian, Cheetah Girls, 3LW,
no.
him. And then like, I'm never BB and CC Winans. Like, I don't like, that's not my version of gospel. Let me just say it that way. I don't know what you would call it. Like, I'm quite sure it's gospel, but I'm just saying it's not my version of what I normally hear and listen to. Or have
I wonder if it was. I wonder, was it geared more towards like, given we are Music City, and like the record labels here, you think maybe it was geared more towards maybe, I don't want to say maybe local, not local, but gospel artists that are known worldwide, but their record label is here in Nashville. So do you think maybe it kind of catered more towards them?
I don't know. Like, I think that, to me, I felt that it was more Christian than gospel, and therefore less us.
Okay.
Less us.
So more contemporary gospel.
If you yes, some gospel you ain't never heard in your life, probably, or at least not the way you have heard it. Let me just put it that way.
Right.
So maybe the same song,
what's the gospel
but it ain't
channel?
it ain't the TBN.
But it ain't Sunday BET gospel.
No,
it's none of that.
No, like they had, like I said, they did have like they have the Fifth Jubilee. I think that's the name. They had like Mississippi Mass Choir. They had BB and CC, but I felt like it was overwhelmingly a lot of BB and mostly CC than BB. And nothing against them at all. But like most of the time, the CC that I know comes with Whitney Houston. A Whitney Houston song. So I think that's where my issue, or where my disconnect was at. Again, I grew up singing in the choirs, church, school. So I'm used to gospel songs and stuff like that. And I wasn't feeling that kind of spirit of the gospel.
Okay. How much was it?
19. So it's like a little bit less, because I think the African American one is 24. Definitely, if you want to listen to gospel and stuff like that, and you care more about the gospel than you care about Christian music, I would still say you would have a better chance of listening to things that you're more related to, closely heard of before, would probably be at the gospel section of the African American Music Museum. That would probably be
So
more of
not
your
at the
speed. Not at the gospel
okay.
and Christian or the Christian and gospel. No. It's not
Okay.
giving you. You're not gonna have grew up on those songs. They're not gonna
Mm,
be church choir music.
mm,
It's not.
okay.
This ain't no this little light of mine. Like they ain't letting none shine. Just saying.
It ain't giving no
It's
trouble
not
of the
giving.
world by Sister Mahalia Jackson.
Baby, no. And I like that's like I said, there's different generations of gospel and stuff like that, but it wasn't giving me any of it. It was
Mm.
giving me like you ain't you just you singing for the Lord, okay, but you you ain't never had no hard times in your life. And maybe y'all that's hey, that's your world. That's you okay with it.
So
But
what you telling me is
I've been
giving
through some things in my life, and I I need to
what
know
you
I'm being changed or something. I need to know that.
so what you telling me is it's giving non-denominational gospel
Yeah,
music. Well,
yeah. Well, I even though I go to a non-denominational, I go to
but
a
they just
Christian
very
church,
it's like
but it's
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 praising,
it's
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 real
it's
subtle.
giving me. I'm singing solo at a wedding or solo at a funeral, maybe. It's giving me solo. I'm in a church or inspirational. It's not giving me that, troubles of the world. It ain't giving me no uh going up to
Tired
yonder.
over.
Yeah,
Okay.
we ain't nobody going up yonder. Nobody.
ain't no ain't no rough side of the mountain down there.
No, no.
None of that.
Uh-uh.
So what you said is more of Joel Osteen versus uh let's say Michael. No, what did he say? Michael Todd. More Joel Osteen and who else? With some.
It probably will give me more of the uh Peter Pawpaws.
Not my boy Peter.
um
Or Jim and
no.
Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah. It's not giving
It's not giving choir robes.
no, it's no, not choir
It's
robes at
giving
all.
jeans
Like
and a
you got
t-shirt.
on, okay, or either maybe a white shirt and black slacks or something. I don't know. I'm just telling you, it's not. It's not giving. It's not giving. It's not giving. Now, when you get to the theater part, it's giving that, but the other part is not giving none of that. Yeah,
Mm, okay.
yeah.
Well, 2 out of 5 people.
Mm-hmm. And
Because
like
I
I said,
really feel.
if you more into Christian music, then it might be your jam.
Okay, it's those. It's what you telling me. It's giving those that like Christian music, but they like that subtle
Yeah,
Christian music.
it's
They don't
it's
want that tambourine, foot
yeah, it's
stomping,
yeah.
clapping, shouting, walking the pews. That none of that. So you just going in
Mm-mm.
there with the easy listening, like.
I don't even think they had. I don't think they even had like any music playing or anything other than when you get to like the Dove Theater. I'm
Mm,
just saying it was an experience. I went. Would I go back again? I want to go buy. I would go inside to go buy something, but to go through the theater again, absolutely not. Unless they tell me that they changed the songs to something that give me a Kirk Franklin at least. Hezekiah Walker, Marvin Sapp, Ty Tibbet, Korean Hawthorne.
You ain't getting no
Something.
stone.
I'm not even looking for Stump. I'm not. Yolanda, she's fine, but what? But
No
anyway.
BB and CC. He's taking my heart and show me the right way.
Let's see. I don't know any of that. So yeah.
You don't know Addictive Love by BB and CC?
That's a gospel song.
That was kind of. It was teetering kind of like on gospel, but it kind of gave like.
It was, no, wait. Who's that? Is it the TD Jakes one that's about the gospel love songs or whatever?
No, now he did that. I hadn't heard it, but BB and CC kind of teetered on like gospel, but it was still kind of grown adult music. You know, like you wouldn't be surprised if you heard it in a club of elders. You know.
Okay.
That's what BB and CC music is. Cause it ain't full-fledged, Bible thumping, but it's got a nice little beat.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't necessarily consider, like, I know she's gospel, but I don't. It's not the gospel I'm used to. That's why I'm like, it's not necessarily the gospel that I'm like used to or whatever. But anyway, what we are watching this week, and we've already kind of told you all, Acrimony. Whoo, child.
One of the Tyler Perry movies that, I could watch again. I think we mentioned this last week. Acrimony, Family That Prays, and I feel like it was one more. What was the most recent one?
I don't remember.
But that was Beauty in Black, but that was a series. But I feel like it was one more movie I think we said, was a good Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Didn't feel so Tyler Perry-ish.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yes.
So let me ask you this question. You originally, when you watched it, did you think she was wrong?
No,
and now based on your latest time of watching it, do you think she's wrong?
Maybe in killing, I might would have did something else. I might not would have pushed him and killed him, I mean, she was hurt. I mean, think about it. She done used up all her good money her mama gave her to help him get his little dilly-dally thing. He was trying to get together a little ticker tape thing. So, yeah. But because everything that he had dreamed of with her, he did with the other lady. The penthouse, the boat, the ring, stuff like that. So, yeah. She done put all her time and energy in it. Went against her sisters, which they was kind of messy.
Very much so.
They were kind of messy. But again, I mean, yeah, she was hurt. I mean, might have would have went at it another way. I don't know if pow. But I would have
well, he didn't die.
He didn't die, but shit. Still. Now she got a murder charge. I've been in court 2-3 times for harassment and burning that lady dress up. now you about to spend some time in the prison. So, no.
What? So if you haven't watched it, I think it came out in 2018. Basically, Acrimony is a story of Taraji's character going to school, meeting a guy. Her mother passes away, leaves her the house, leaves her some money. She basically helped pay. She bought him a car. She helped pay for his education. They eventually got married. He didn't work. He kept working on his battery. I think it was a battery, and all of this stuff. It
While
eventually
listening to
got to the
Nina Simone
part.
records.
Eventually got to the point that, um, all her money was gone, and she just wanted him to help her. And he got an opportunity to present his battery for the company he had been, stalking. Um, and in between time, meantime, in between time, as they say, um, lost the house, fully paid off house, because he also convinced her to take out a mortgage on the house after it was already paid off and everything. And he then makes his battery, is able to make it able to secure a very, very, very lucrative deal. I think it was 440 million or 240. It was a lot of millions, just to put it that way. It was
But
over
remember
100
now,
million.
but the how he got, because he tried to go to this particular company.
Well, that's why I said he stalked him. Yeah, he stalked him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then that lady is the one. Wasn't he cheating with her when they was in the trailer?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So then
she reaped the benefits.
Yeah. Then he proceeds to give her money back, give her the money. I mean, get the house back. But the life that he said was going to be for her, because obviously they divorced, ends up going to the girl, the lady that he cheated on her with in the early stages of their relationship. And eventually marry. She ends up being pregnant. They get married and all of this stuff. And Taraji, even though she has been given a restraining order,
Burnt that lady weird dressed up with some acid or whatever it was.
She basically was like, give me the ring, let me wear this dress, I will kill him, I will kill you, and everything is mine. So that's basically the gist of everything. Now, there's a couple of other details. First of all, let me just say this. Her first mistake was buying that man a car. The second mistake was ramming her Jeep into his camper. Because what I would have did,
that bad boy
because that's his car, because she paid for that car, I would have gotten the keys to that Mustang, and me and my sisters would have came back and had that Mustang. What you talking about? Ain't no way I'm about to pass out. Because we're not getting there. We're not going to get there. Because absolutely not. So to me, that was two of her first mistake. Because, and then this was pissing. Originally, this pissed me off more than anything. Later on, now seeing it today, at my age that I am, there was something else that pissed me off way more than him cheating on her and not calling her after he got this car. Okay. Now, you want to know what pissed me off more than anything? Was the audacity of this man to go wash dishes when you can help me all these years.
I forgot he did, but I thought that's when she had put him out. He didn't have nowhere to go.
I know, but I'm saying, but you got put out, and now you can go work somewhere and wash dishes, but you couldn't do anything in this house. But work on your thing, because I don't know, because I'm in school, and I don't think I realized this the first time that I watched it, because I think it's been a while since I watched it. So that's why I was wanting to make sure I watched it today. This mofo had the audacity to not tell her he was a whole felon. So even though she put all this money into him getting this degree, just for him to not even be able to get a job because he a whole entire felon.
Well, and remember too, in the midst of him teetering and fine tuning that thing, electric. Remember the circuit blew. Remember, about to burn the house down.
I'm like, you can start with a light bulb, you can start with a lamp, you can start with nothing. You gonna have to start with the whole house. Time I can power this whole house. And she was like, have you called electrician? Then pop. But him getting the job pissed me off more than anything, because he saw that she was struggling, and he was like, well, how can you expect me to do this when I'm trying to work on this? I understand that. And then also, the hindsight obviously is 2020. Another thing that pissed me off, when you turned down, and don't get me wrong, I understand why he did it, but hindsight is 2020. Here I am, have my brother-in-law, sisters, and all this stuff taking a hit because you dipped out, didn't even have the nerve to call them and say, hey, something came up, can you come and get this truck to go get it delivered? They steady calling him, and he steady not answering. And then you come to the house
picking up his invention.
Yeah, and then you come to the house and say, somebody offered me a job for $80,000 and $800,000, and I turned it down. Listen, again, hindsight is 2020, because eventually that $800,000 end up being something that was worth, like I said, over $100 million. But when you in the struggle like that,
the struggle,
and you done sit here and let me use and pour every penny that I have given to you, that had
all my mama money.
Exactly. The audacity and the nerve. Again, I understand that's very short-sighted, but hindsight is 2020, and we can't see the future like that. Now that's where some good old faithful come in. But in the meantime, in between time, you also need a place to live. Let's just keep it. I would have been like, is there any kind of way you can put me on some kind of system where you give me the money to help and then, we can work out a deal, something later on or something like that. But, something. But for imagine you on the brink of losing your house, and a mofo that you done poured money into, time, money, and effort, and that's your husband, and he talking about, oh yeah, I turned down $800,000 when they can sell your house, and you ain't gotta go live with your sisters.
Because did she tear it up? I feel like she did something in there with them, all the records and things. She told
he was the one that was tearing up the thing when they called him and was like, don't ever show up in at our job again. Don't ever contact any of our employees. That's when he flipped the switch and did all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That rascal there, I mean, I think was she rightfully so in what she did and being angry? Well, hell yes. Would I probably have damaged my car running into a camper? No. Would I have gotten that good old Mustang? Yeah.
Okay. Even if I had to call a locksmith, be like, tow this sucker, tow it. We'll figure out the keys later on.
And it was old enough anyway. You could go down there and get a key made. It wouldn't have been no issue. I'd have been like, okay, this is what we doing, bro. Okay, noted. I mean, like, and I guess too, thinking back, now that we're at this big age, and again, we have jobs and careers, and trying to keep things afloat. So you have to be just a tiny bit more careful at what you do legally. But I'm quite sure back then I probably would have done everything that good sister did. I just had to catch it up on the back end. Yeah, I just had to catch it up on the back end or whatever. Cause You run around here in this good, nice, fancy penthouse you done told me I was gonna be in, and now you done named this boat that you said that it was gonna be our boat, and you got Miss Dilly Dally around here. Nope. No.
Well, let me just say this.
We ain't playing them games.
Now, Taraji is the one that said, we're not going to be back together. When he showed up to her job, she was like, we're not going to be back together. He was like, yeah, I understand that. Then he said she loved him. Then she got that check, and then she got that check, and she was like, oh. And probably by the time she verified all them funds was in there, she was like, I'm back in the game now. I'm getting my man back. First of all, never go to nobody's house without calling. Never.
Well, and the sister was like, yeah. We got to take this check to the bank. I done already check. And this time, we rich. Bitch, we? How we get to be rich?
Well, they also put their livelihood on the line to help save the house. Keep it in mind. To me, the sisters got a lot of blame, but the sisters weren't wrong.
No. I mean, I guess you're looking out for your sister.
Out of everything, like, he cheated on her. She bought the car. He cheated on her. She ended up not being able, having to have a hysterectomy and all of this stuff. You get to the point that all your money is gone, and then he's still asking to mortgage the house, take out a mortgage on the house and stuff like that. He's not he wasn't really putting, the only effort he was putting in was to his battery. And then the audacity to keep getting upset with her and talking about, you didn't defend me. How you ain't giving me nothing to defend? Because the least you could do is call them and say, hey, something came up with my battery. Could y'all please come and get your thing? Because keep in mind, your living is in jeopardy. Because if they don't have a house, the sisters ain't letting you stay with them. Neither one of them sisters letting you come to stay. They will let her stay, but they're not letting you stay. So
he done took their sister money, done used her.
And then you affecting their livelihood because their trucks could have been gone. And then they end up losing their client, their largest client.
Right.
All because you don't even want to answer the phone when they calling. You could have, there are so many ways that he could have done this. Now, don't get me wrong. The sisters, did they interfere way too much? Absolutely, yes. But they also understood their sister to a certain extent and that she crazy.
Let me tell you, when they blocked her car in and then they sit at the door. All of that. Like, damn. So, you're right. They know their sister was crazy. So, it's like, okay, let's see if we can kind of prevent her from, flying over the cuckoo nest or whatever. But, I mean...
and she was hurt. Taraji was too far gone, baby, at that point. She was too far gone. And it wasn't really no reeling her back in at that point.
No, she was gone.
She was too gone.
I knew she was gone, baby, when she went down there in that wedding dress place and put that stuff in that damn dress.
Okay.
I knew that. She ain't coming back from where she at. She gone.
Now
gone.
Now, I didn't appreciate her trying to blame her sisters because at the end of the day, that's your marriage. And you got to say so in your marriage. You chose to let everything happen in that marriage and let him do everything, let him get away with everything. Did you listen to your sisters? Obviously, yes, you did. But at the end of the day, you made a decision. And I don't blame her for the decisions that she made because of the simple fact that, like, he literally took her down.
He really did. I mean, he literally broke her down. He broke her down and made her broke.
Yes.
All for his own gain. And I guess too that shows too when you're in a relationship or marriage or whatever it is, if that person is draining you and he was basically again just using her because he
Yeah.
knew he caught her at a vulnerable time. Her mama gone,
Well, he met her before
you
then.
know.
Right before then.
Right,
Yeah.
but again, he knew what he could get out of her.
Yeah.
He knew that. And she willing to do whatever she need to do for him, because she loved him. And where that get her? Got him shot up on the boat. And I don't know what the wife was still living. Okay, yeah, because she shot him. I don't know why I feel like that woman was tossed over too.
It was the people that worked on the boat.
But wouldn't they
She got on like a little raft boat or something. She got on one of the smaller speed boats or something. Now, let me just say this about this particular movie. And I'm just gonna say this just in case my future husband is listening to this or ever gets a chance to listen to this. If there's ever an emergency, do not think you got to open my car door, because trust me, we both need to get in at the same time. You don't have to come to my side to open my car door, because when Taraji showed up at that sister house, when they invited her ex-husband and his fiance there, telling them, trying to tell them like, be careful. And he trying to open the door. Baby, that's the last thing you need to be doing, trying to open my door. We both need to get in the car. Because at this point, our lives are in danger. Chivalry is out the door at that point.
On pause.
We need to try to survive. We don't need nobody trying to make no extra step, because you still got to get in the car and crank it up and leave. I can get to my own car. I can open my own door at that point. And then you in a convertible, all else fails, I'm jumping. Like, I'm just saying, like.
You diving in that bad boy.
Okay. Because what we're not going to be doing is taking extra steps to possibly have us, like, not living. Because at this point, you already know she crazy. You already know she done had some kind of mental breakdown or whatever. You know she's crazy at this point. Don't sit here and try to open my door and then try to go to the driver's side to crank it up. Baby, you need to be cranking up soon as I open that door. That
car should have been left. That car should have been left running and doors unlocked, baby. No. No. Left running, doors unlocked, because you don't know when you got to get gone. Everybody, we were at that job we both worked at together, and I would go do home visit.
Yeah.
And baby, if it was in the sketchy place, but that door is unlocked. So in case I got to run quick and jump, because I'm running everything over, baby, in sight to get out of there. I catch that on the back end. Nope.
Yeah. But I was like, are they for real? Like, don't get me wrong, I understand it's a movie, and I don't want nobody to be like, oh, there's Tyler Perry for you. No, they be dumb in all the movies. It does not matter. True. All the movies does not matter who's the director, producer, anything. People just be dumb in the movies. But I was like, the audacity of you trying to be chivalrous when our life is in danger. Don't do that. Like, the best thing you can do is get in this car and crank it up and let us go. That's the best thing you can do. If I can't figure out how to open my car door, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Because I would have deep dived in that car if I needed to. It's a convertible. The whole top was down. I would have figured it out. If I had to run on top, if I had to hold on to the hood like that, I would have figured it out long enough. I would have figured something out. Because
right there carrying a person with heels on. Girl, and again, purse and heels. Girl, you is in danger. You need to go there with some flats on and leave that purse in the car. You ain't got to show no identification. Leave that shit in the car, boo. So you can skedaddle along.
But yeah, I but he did try to save her. He did try to pull the little thing and try to save her. So all overall, I
Mm.
still love and enjoy the movie. Um,
Yeah,
but
I like it. It's still a good one.
Taraji created a lot of her own issues, but she wanted to blame other people. And he, on the other hand, how can you expect somebody to keep defending you or to defend you when the other person ain't lying? Like,
That the other person ain't lying.
like, because he was like, you didn't even defend me, and then go, sleep downstairs and all that stuff. Mofo, they're not lying. You're doing nothing. You're not helping. They're talking about the house getting foreclosed on. She telling you to get a job. I ain't gonna have time for my battery. That's why
What'd he say?
ain't gonna have time for my battery. That's why it pissed me off that once he left her, he got a job as a dishwasher. So you willing to work. You just weren't really willing to work with her in y'all marriage, and that pissed me off more than anything. Him cheating on her,
Well, I
wrong.
think that's how he
Him
went
not
to
calling
the.
her after he got the car, wrong. But him not wanting to get a job and then get a job after she, that pissed me off.
Well, she put him out. Wasn't he at the mission or somewhere? Because the fucker didn't even have no phone, I don't think.
He didn't. But still, you decide this when you decide to get a job when you could have been. That pissed me off more than anything. At first, it was the cheating that pissed me off originally when I first watched it. But no, because I don't think he's wrong for giving the. I don't think he's wrong for giving the original side chick, now fiance, now wife. Um, I don't think he was wrong for giving her the lifestyle because at the end of the day, that is part of what he also wanted. And because Taraji was even like, did you ever ask me what I wanted? And you have to think about this in relationships in general, especially if you're not married. Is what I'm doing for this person something that I will be okay with if it benefited the next woman? And if you ain't okay with
Well,
doing
and I
something,
think,
then don't do it because the chance and the possibility of that happening could happen. And I think that is what hurt her the most.
well, she benefited. I mean, granted, the woman was working and doing all that stuff, but her money and her livelihood went into that battery. So really, all she did was just get the fucker in the room for the meeting, and he had to sell it, or whatever. But she just, you know, pushed it, gave him a little leverage to get there, or whatever. So I'd have
You
been
talking
mad
about the
too.
new wife?
Yeah, the new wife.
Okay.
Yeah, because he happened to run into her. I don't know where did he run into her at?
At her job.
Um,
That's why they called him that same day and said,
was
"Don't
it
be
the
coming
job
back."
or was it at the restaurant?
No, that was at the job. He met her the first her first day of working at the job, or either one of her first time working at the job. That's
He
why
called that lady outside because at that
they.
time he was riding the bus. Remember?
That's why they called. That's why they called her. No, that was when he. That was because Taraji basically took them keys from him because she found the purse in
Okay.
the truck. The sister found the purse in the truck. But no, he literally met
Mm,
her at when she started working for the company because she replaced the
okay.
the older white lady. Higginbotham or Botham or
Got
whatever that
reacquainted
lady.
then.
Yeah. So and
Mm-hmm.
then so he basically kind of figured out where she was at and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm like Taraji was wrong for blaming her sisters. Taraji was not wrong for how she felt. However, you can't tell a person you don't want them and then mad that they don't want you. It just don't work that way. And not to mention, he gave her, because I'm quite sure that when he showed up and said, gave her the money and all this stuff and said he wanted to talk, there could have been an opening for her at that moment for them to possibly have worked on something, rekindled. But literally the first thing she said out of her mouth is, I don't want you back. So
that when he came up to the job.
Yeah, when he came up to the job and gave her the money and the flowers and all this stuff. So you can't get mad. You already told him this. So why are you mad? Now,
because she was probably like, he knew what I meant. I didn't mean to say that. He knew what I meant.
And she just wanted the lifestyle that he was talking about, but I don't even know what, like she said, you never asked me what I wanted. I don't know what she would have wanted for real, because she never really specified anything that she wanted, other than, I guess,
what was she working at? Was it like was she at a call? It wasn't a call center.
No, I felt like it was like maybe like a bank or something, potentially. She was like an assistant or something like that. But yeah, I just
like an admin.
Yeah, but him giving her 10 million and then trying to go back and sue Taraji. You knew them dates. You just wanted to see that man. Like this is a perfect example of, I'm gonna drag you into court so I can continually see you, because you got me on a restraining order, so the only time I can see you is gonna be in court. So let's do that.
Now she about to be broke because she used all the damn money for the lawyer to see that raggedy ass in court.
But he literally, like, she got 10 times back what she put into him. And she still got the house back.
Yeah, but it don't feel like that when you hurt.
No. And like I said, hindsight is definitely 2020 with the whole situation. Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I still understand why she did what she did. And I would have spazzed out in a whole totally different way, because I'm not going to jail. And basically, when you tell me restraining order, baby, we ain't gonna get to the point of restraining order, because I'm not sending you over 3,000 messages on a fake name and making posts on your comments. And at that point, I feel like, and also at that point, I feel like side chick turned fiance turned wife. Girl, if you don't make your page private at this point, because you literally gave her the whole blueprint of everything. This why she knew so much. True. You gave her a blueprint. She knew where your
dress.
She knew where your dress was at. She knew where y'all was getting married. She knew about the boat. She knew about all of this because what you posted on your social media. Girl, the moment I thought somebody would stalk me private.
Well, that's why now you got to keep your stuff private now. And again, that's just for the folks you work with. You got to keep it private. Because everybody don't need to see what you do on your social media and who you cuss out on there. Nope. Ain't gonna happen, Captain.
So I'm like, you was out here doing too much, and yeah.
Facts.
But yeah, so what we're talking about in the group chat screenshots is none other than Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Also, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for winning against the New England Patriots. And former coach of Tennessee Titans, Mike, whatever, you know his name.
Verbal, whatever. Which Tennessee ought to be kicking themselves. They could have been in the Super Bowl. They gave that man enough chance and gave him the right players. But congratulations to him for getting that far.
Yep. Yeah, verbal.
And to the Bad Bunny. Let me tell you something, Bad Bunny. You all right with me. I didn't understand a lick of what you said. But let me tell you something. I was grooving. Salsa dancing. But I was picking up the clues, and I may not didn't
I was.
understand, but I was picking up the clues. You see what I'm saying? The power grid thing, that was when 45, 47 didn't want to get them people no hurricane relief. Remember they power was out. Remember that when he was tossing toilet paper?
Yes, pay them paper towels. Yep.
The paper towels. Then they okay, and then they said the wheat, well, it looked like weeds, but it really wouldn't. Was the sugar
The sugar
cane?
cane, not the weed.
It looked like weeds, but it's the sugar cane. And then he how he was looking at his future. His future self was seeing what his younger self was seeing what was going on in the future.
Yeah,
and gave him a Grammy. Now I thought for a minute that was that little boy down in Minneapolis, but they said that was not him.
Yeah, it was just a child actor. Yeah.
It was just a child actor or whatever. And then it was just like again incorporating his history, his the Puerto Rican. I don't want to. Yeah, Puerto Rican. I guess would it be Puerto Rican? Okay, Puerto Rican heritage. How they said a lot of times when he woke the little kid up at the weird thing, because they said them Puerto Ricans baby be going all night, and them babies just got to lay down somewhere and get their rest or whatever. And so it really had, again, it showed the unity of the brown people, and really just how they celebrate one another. I think the lady that was in that, I think maybe at the little club scene, they said she has the oldest social club in New York. Yeah. Puerto Rican social club or whatever. And so he incorporated his heritage. I did read today that the number and the name on his shirt, his last name, I think it was his mom and uncle, that last name. And that number may have been, I don't know if it was the year that maybe the uncle was born, or maybe a number the uncle played in football. But he always loved football, and he passed away, and he was just, I read that he wished he could have, had his uncle at the Super Bowl with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I found out they said it was a real wedding, not that it took place there, but the people, what happened is the couple invited him to their wedding, and in return, he invited them to the Super Bowl. And I said,
and married them.
Now, let me just say this. As I was watching Bad Bunny, I said, "Oh, it'll be cool if Cardi B was out." Baby, I did not realize until after, because I wasn't really. I was watching it more for viewership than anything. But I was moving and grooving, but I was doing something else. But yeah, then I realized that she really was in it, so I was like, "Okay, kudos for that." I had no clue that was Lady Gaga. I was trying to figure. I was like, "Who is this person?" I was like,
"Really?"
Now I knew that was Rick and Morty, even though to me it didn't look like Rick and Morty, but it looked like Rick and Morty. If that makes sense. So I knew that was Rick and Morty. But I was surprised that, so I was happy to know that, Cardi B was there. Now, what I appreciated so much about what he did, as you say, you understand what I'm putting down and all this stuff. And that's how I felt about as I was watching Bad Bunny, is that for everybody that was like, I don't want to see this performance, I don't want to do this. Bad Bunny's not American, even though he's in Puerto Rico, so it is part of America, United States of America, and all this stuff is, I was like, his thing was about love, and even him saying like something along the lines of the only way to overpower hate is by love and stuff like that.
Right.
Then him also because people are quick, and they're right. People are quick to be like American this, American that, and like America. Like, yes, we are the United States of America, but clearly also, with that being said, Puerto Rico is the United States American territory. But America consists of North and South Central America as well. And so the fact that he came out, and I thought about this even before I saw his performance. No one says anything when people are flying their Texas flags. No one is saying anything because people in Texas love to fly flags. No one says anything when anybody else is flying any other state flag, but yet and still, because you don't believe that Puerto Rico is in the United States, you get so offended by that, and that's your problem.
Hell, half the folks that was complaining, the product done been over, just came back from Puerto Rico last month, or during the holidays, or got a trip planned now. So don't give me that. You know, my thing, yeah. And again, I like that he was his heritage. And really, and everybody in there, because what the people had on, like them brown, like it had nothing but brown and off white.
Okay,
let the people know.
My mama favorite colors. Okay. Now let me tell you what I saw. I was thoroughly disturbed by this. Someone that I know from the same company that we used to work for, but in the other city, posted, well, I thought Bad Bunny was a woman. This is when people get their news and entertainment from Fox News and Twitter or X, because I said to my people, I was like, are we serious?
How did they think Bad Bunny was a woman?
That's what I'm saying, because they're listening to everybody else. They're listening to everybody and anything else. Oh, and yeah, Dr. T, you're right. Texas was stolen too. It was part of Mexico. Yep. So that's why I'm like, the animosity that all these people were having for Bad Bunny, and somebody, I'm so like, there's a whole bunch of people on my Facebook that to me are hilarious, and whether or not they're sharing it or whatever, it is what it is. Somebody was like, back in the day, you was dancing to the Macaroni, you ain't know nail one of them words.
I ain't heard them, but Macaroni. Well, ain't they telling the truth? Well, let's think back to our good, Tahana. Not Tahana. What is my girl Selena is? Machine Puerto Rican. What is she?
She's Mexican, isn't she?
Is she Mexican?
You mean the style of music that she does?
Yeah. Is it I don't know. I don't want to mess it up.
I'll Google it.
But again, we listen to all this stuff.
It's
they right now bopping it.
It's
Tahana. Okay. Yeah. So the people around here bopping their head to that and don't know what's going on. The thing is, we living in a world where 45, 47 done gas these folks up with this nitro gas that the people use to go up into space with. He done gassed them up. Had making them say, oh, we ain't gonna watch Bad Bunny. We gonna watch Turning Point. Well, what the hell was they doing down at the Mar-a-Lago for Super Bowl? Watching the Super Bowl, watching the halftime show. Cause see, he done gassed y'all up, making y'all turn over there to Turning Point. And meanwhile, he watching the same damn thing I'm watching. Make it make sense. And now what we starting to see is these folks about to lose their job right here. The little lady down at the Housewives now done lost her job, Jill. Right there yapping. It wasn't speaking no English. It wouldn't no white folks there. Bitch, white folks is all in the goddamn stand right now. We ain't buying tickets. We can't afford them tickets. So just because you saying with no white folks down there on the set, 100 motherfuckers around there in that damn stadium down there in Santa Clara, California, was majority white.
This is the thing. All these people complaining, oh, you didn't see white people, you didn't see. Did you really say this when those other performers were playing long time ago? Because
We done had.
I guarantee you, you didn't care.
Mm-mm.
And the fact that people are like reverse racism and all of this stuff, please stop with your drama, because that's all it is drama to me. Because you did not care when it was no black people. We're still dealing with first black person, blah 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 blah, first black woman, blah 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 blah. And for you to have the nerves to be like, there's no white people, stop it. Stop it. Just like how I feel about this whole, everything need to be based on merit. Baby, everything in that current administration cabinet, it was not based on merit.
Based on donation.
It ain't never been based on merit. The closest we had that things were based on merit when DEI got involved. That is the closest it came, because it's always about who Johnny Daddy went and played golf with. It's all about who Johnny went to school with. Nobody ain't ever cared about merit. They care about either loyalty or who they know. And let's just keep that a G. You ain't never cared about who had the degrees or who had the experience, because and I probably know, and I know, and you probably know in life, there are some things that that have happened that weren't based on nobody merit.
Who you knew?
Exactly. So that whole, oh my goodness, and then every time someone of any kind of color, especially a black person, get it, it's because of DEI. And because let me tell you, I know this is a little side note, because somebody pissed me off talking about justice. Oh my goodness. You know her name. Come on, help me out.
Ketanji
Jackson. Yeah. Talking about intelligent. She's not intelligent. She don't know what a woman is. First of all, any definition of woman that people give is going to be offensive to women, because they'll say stuff like had a child. So you saying we ain't women? Because we ain't had no child. Like be so for real. And she is very much education, got it. Ivy League, got it. Experience, got it. Was already on like one of the clerks for, I think, Supreme Court, got it. Like
what the children say?
Clock that.
And you know what? And who the doctor put up here? That's right. They couldn't even get the licensing for the stuff. Everybody had to go to the YouTube and watch it. See, when you try and be low down and dirty. Now, Lanithia Leaks told us. Lanithia Leaks told us you can't win playing dirty, baby. And see, now you didn't even go. First of all, you got Kid Rock, who ain't got good sense that the God gave him. Because he been right here talking about Jay-Z is a DEI hire doing what he doing. When they feel intimidated, this is the thing. One thing that the white folks gonna do when they feel intimidated by us is they gonna always go back to DEI and say we are DEI higher. Megyn Kelly, you're right. She said there don't need to be no black national anthem, and there was something else she said too that didn't need to be on there. I can't remember what. Megyn Kelly's stupid.
And shout out to Coco. Is it Coco Jones? Shout out to Coco Jones with her inspirational Whitney Houston
that part.
Olympics, since the Olympics is currently going on right now too.
But they always want to put it on DEI. Truth be told, DEI was really probably benefiting the white folks more than it was for us, because we done had to sit here and still, we got all the education in the world and we still got to work harder than what they got to work. And we going to get paid less than what they get paid. But we going to have more education and we know how to do the job. So
and don't be too good at your job, because then they give you other people's job and work to do.
More. Mm-hmm. They're gonna give you more. So them trumpeter folks over there.
Not trumpeter. now you just making up stuff.
The trumpeters, baby. The trumpeters, the folks that is in the 45-47 cult. Let's call that what it is, a cult. Because they so stupid. Let's just call a thing. They stupid. They are. Them peoples is stupid. Because again, think about it. Them they didn't want Bad Bunny up there because he ain't speaking English or whatever it is. Okay, he's speaking his native language.
And they thought that he was an American.
Right. So they didn't pay attention in geography class. You're running around here today. Today is Tuesday, so you run around there eating up tacos at somebody Mexican restaurant. You're ordering guac. You're ordering queso. You're drinking the folks tequila. So you gonna take up all these good stuff that the good Puerto Ricans and the Hispanic, all the brown folks stuff.
Yeah, because I think Puerto Rico is the rum. I could be wrong. I think it's the rum.
Maybe all right, rum. That's all right. But it's all in the same boat. It's all liquor that the white folks didn't damn create. But yet and still, they want to ride here mad because Bad Bunny done tore up that good stage right there, done brought unity to the people. Again, the music, baby, is something. What's the name? Somebody put it in the chat. Music is universal. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, you ain't got to know the words, but baby, you come with a good bop and a good beat, baby, and the people just smiling and they right there twisting and turning, and you, hey, I didn't know not a. Made me mad that I didn't pay attention to Senorita Flipping when I was taking Spanish in high school. I apologize, Senorita Flipping, because I should have been paying attention, because I would have known what the Bad Bunny was saying, but I failed to pay attention, and I'm sorry for that, because I should have paid more attention. But all in all, keep doing you, Bad Bunny. Fuck him. And see, that's why he didn't, when he did his residency, they said over there in Puerto Rico for people, you know, because he didn't do down here. He did it like 30 straight days over there. And that brought the economy up over there. That man is about the peoples. Mm-hmm. He cares about the people. And when we get back to this world, when people start caring about each other and they have some decency and some respect for folks. We got to get back to that. I don't know if we're going to ever get back to it. It's going to take a long time, baby, to clean up the foolishness that's going on now.
Now this is bring you back to the old gospel that I'm used to. Got to clean up what I messed up, and baby, that's what needs to be happening, because what they messed up, because the 92%, we didn't ask for none of this.
We just sitting on back, just waiting.
Well, okay.
Patiently waiting, you know, watching what's going on.
See, we don't even have so Megyn Kelly said, you know, English is the official language. We don't have an official language. And what is up with the fact that, like, you literally have to learn another in order to get it. I don't know about any other state other than Alabama, because that's where I, graduated from. But in order to get any kind of advanced high school degree, you had to take a foreign language. the most common foreign language is going to be Spanish. Now they had some schools that could teach, that had some French and some other stuff, but
Little
baby, we
Latin
had
or something.
Spanish.
We had
Now,
Spanish in my school. Might have been a little French somewhere. I don't know, but I remember Spanish at mine. But this is the
but
kicker
like we
part.
don't have we don't have a language, and you're right, Dr. P. We don't have a language.
Well, but the killing thing is they want English to be the primary language. Your president done ordered got him a wife that don't speak a lick of the damn English. Help me understand. Help me understand that half of the people now in that administration got somebody that don't speak of the English. And if they speaking
Yeah.
it, it's damn near broken. And you can't understand it.
It's a lot of broken English. Yes.
I'm just saying. You can't sit here and force us to learn one language, but the woman that's in your house, or you laying up with, done had his all. How many? Let me see. How many times that bastard been married? Three, 3 times. Yet the only one you had that spoke English was from down there in Georgia, and that was shit. The little girl Tiffany Trump mama.
Marla
What's her
Maple.
name?
Marla
Marla
Maples.
Maples. Cause she come from down there in Georgia, outside of Chattanooga.
Oh, I didn't know
Only
that.
one. Mm-hmm. I think she from down there.
I'm
Only
googling.
one that spoke English. But that first one you couldn't understand her, and you damn sure can't understand that second. So you gonna tell me the people need to learn some English? Child.
Yeah, she's from
Oh,
Cohutta, Georgia.
who?
Cohutta, Georgia.
Calhoun.
Cohutta, Georgia.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. She from Georgia. She's with English. Okay,
So,
Don. I knew she from somewhere
I was
around
in
in there.
Dalton. Okay, so I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around the same. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So again, he done got two of his 3 wives couldn't speak English properly
and then
and
this is
can't
my
even read to the babies down there for Christmas.
and Dr. P is saying they want to be the primary race. This is the thing.
They ain't gonna be, because there's coming
The
a time,
primary
baby.
race for what? Because there's a lot of things you don't want to do. And there's a lot of knowledge that is not necessarily something you're naturally born with. There's a lot of skills that some of you all are not naturally born with as well. And that goes for any and everybody in any race, ethnicity and all that stuff. But I just always find it odd that, because let's just say this.
Mm-hmm.
They keep saying, speaking of 2-parent households and all this stuff, majority of the worst people that they have in their culture comes from 2-parent household. If I'm not mistaken, most of the serial killers were coming from 2-parent household. And we all know the school ones are coming from 2-parent households. So that tells me there's no way you want to be the primary when you can't figure this out either. And you got 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that most of the Black people are raised in single parent household. I'm not saying that at all, because I don't necessarily know the numbers or anything like that. But I'm just saying we're mostly not serial killers. Okay, there may be some gang killers, but we're not serial killers. There's a difference.
We may pop.
These people shooting at each other. We're not just shooting at unarmed people. Just saying. Especially not the babies with the schools. So that whole notion, I just need them to get this together, because I want to understand I want to understand them. Like, cause I do go on Fox News. Not so much lately. I definitely go on like the Twitter and X and all this stuff. And I'm telling you right now, If you ain't saved and filled with the Holy Ghost and your mental state is not in check, don't ever go to Twitter. Do not. Because you like, oh, y'all really don't like us for real. We just woke up breathing and y'all got a problem with us breathing and waking up.
Don't look at them on the Newsmax, baby. That's on the Good Pluto app, baby. Honey, they'll lose it.
I did not realize I woke up being hated on.
Girl, we've been hated on. I'm
saying like not to this level. Because if you been down there on that Twitter, that formerly known as Twitter, that's a dangerous place.
Well, it is dangerous. And then too, we got to realize you got Musk around there, baby. He done took over. So now they got free reign, baby, to act a plumb fool. They can act certified ignorant on there and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Hell, 45, 47 got his own little thing, and he done put our good sister and brother, Barack Michelle Obama, as 8. And then ain't gonna trust to say he ain't gonna apologize. Now, if we'd have went around here and posted up Melania prostitution pics and put them on the billboard, you'd have been mad at folks and been wanting damn sentence them to damn near death. If we go around here and dig up her dirt, now let's do that. Let's dig up, because see what they want to do again. They want to make everything white is right is probably what they're trying to do.
They also trying to rile up black people. I think they're trying to rile up black people because they want us to show up to these protests so they can do what they normally do and have been doing all that time and showing up with dogs and spray and all kind of things. And I am so happy. Like, don't get me wrong, the things that have happened have been definitely tragic, but at the end of the day, black people got to save themselves.
We tried to tell you.
Exactly.
The thing is,
we got to save ourselves. There's no way for us to go out here and think that we're going to have the freedom of being able to protest without somebody doing something and then saying, because it was them black people. Absolutely not. And I applaud the people.
Because you know what?
You're right. They ready to call martial law. They ready. They want them. They want us out there so bad. They're like, and then you get the people that's like, where is Barack at? Where is Kamala? Them are private citizens. You need to contact your local Andy Ogle. Do not call that man whatsoever, because he
don't even know how to have a town hall meeting with his constituents.
You know, I'm one of his constituents. The ignorance that comes out of his mouth sometimes, I just be like,
is that the same man that wants you so
yes, you so deep in it that I don't even think you can see no more. Like you might as well be blind at this point, because you so deep in it. You don't see nothing.
I think this is the thing. All of them are. I think the thing is what we're learning now, and I think probably as you know, the good people start reading these Epstein files, because that's gonna be the downfall, I believe, of some of this Republican Party. Now, it ain't gonna be the downfall, maybe 45, 47, because he can't get no lower than what he is.
Baby, listen, the gutter can be deeper. The gutter.
Well, that's true.
It can get deeper.
That's true. It can be. But I think once these people, because see, they think they slick, don't want to show the stuff. They what they call it, redacting stuff and taking stuff out. Child, we know y'all president been down there. We know he been on that Good Man Island.
Okay.
He done been all up. They say that's where he now. The people say now allegedly that's where he got his little lady from, his third wife from. Now that's what the people say.
Yeah, I've heard that that's where allegedly that's where Melania came in to play for her
From over
modeling
there.
career. Her modeling career.
Mm. So they've been running on that good man, on that not that good man, that bad man island right now, Epstein. And see, y'all should have known then he was a low down bastard. He kept receipts of everything, emails. He done kept everything. But I will say this: one good thing is the fucker didn't like black women. He didn't like us.
When racism makes sense.
I like that. When racism makes sense, because baby, it made sense. Because see, ain't none of us around now in there. He didn't like us. And
That's when them stereotypes come in handy. Yep.
We all right. You know, ain't none of our people all up and through there. But let me tell you, them white folk down there, baby, in Capitol Hill and at these good jobs, y'all day of reckoning is baby about to come. Because what's gonna happen is they've been in these high positions for a long time. And
most of the time undeserving.
And so now these names is coming out of them being in these, you know, especially in these big wig companies. Oh, that was one black lady? I ain't know that was one.
I didn't either, and I feel like that one must have set them off, baby, and said, "You picked the right one on the wrong day."
Let me tell you, that
the wrong, the wrong
baby,
one on the right day. However you want to say it.
Let me tell you, wherever that black lady is right now, sis, I hope you're doing good and you get the help that you need. You know, I hate that you took one. You had to, you know, take one for the race. But baby, I hope you doing good, sis. I hope that lady is doing well mentally.
Oh, I gotta look her up.
Okay, I'm about to look her up. Cause see, all I seen was the little, you know, the white ladies right now. In it. But yeah, that Epstein got all these folks right now. They going to do business meetings. Y'all can't hold business meetings. Microsoft Teams or Outlook or whatever it was right there going on. Y'all couldn't meet then. And then how stupid you got to be to put on an email, I want to come to one of your wireless parties. Stupid. Do you not know people keep trail? That's a paper trail.
Okay. That's when you have
if you want to go to a wild
you
party,
have
you
one of them
should
conversations in person, in the public.
In public. It wouldn't have been on no phone because you know he had them phones tapped. And then Sister Elaine right now want to be, see, she right now holding out and they gonna get her damn ass. She want to hold, she want immunity or clemency, whichever one it is. If she clear.
And you know he probably gonna try to give it.
You think he'll give it to her? He will. But them state charges, they wasn't federal, was they? He can't do nothing with no state, I didn't think. On them federal.
Well, if they were, maybe it was federal. I don't know.
Because I guess he can do something with federal.
He can do something with federal.
If that woman get out,
I would assume the FBI and everybody was involved, so I'm assuming it's probably federal and not state. That's just my thought process. So.
If that woman get out, baby, she better run to the mountains and stay and don't come out. Because when them people catch her,
she gonna be fine.
Okay.
If she's out, she's gonna be fine because she will probably be protected. But
About who
let me
Ice?
like okay, first of all, I wouldn't be involved in none of this stuff like that anyway. But I would definitely, if if I was her, once I get out, I'm definitely leaving this country. Um, and I go back on my promise and tell everything, baby, because I'm out there.
You tell just enough. You lie just enough to get out. And back when you get, I go to one of them places where they can't. What they call it,
No
extra night.
extradition laws. Yeah, no extradition laws, baby.
But
I'll be
and
free as a bird.
and I get on there, baby, and
Talking. Let me
say,
go write me a book. Unredact everything, baby.
I get the Barbara Walters or whatever country I done went to.
Man, Bubba Walters dead.
I know, but I get to whoever the top journalist is, wherever I done went.
No, I
But
didn't see anything about the Prince Andrew, but I know
yeah, they
that
said
I think they took away his crown. I mean, his everything anyway.
they did, but
Yeah.
I remember that too because they said that they killed one of them girls, or one of them, some of them girls I think Prince Andrew was with was dead or whatever.
I know one of them committed suicide.
No, she did,
Okay.
but I want to say in that pic they said that girl, uh, is Epstein Island still? I guess it's who got that? Like all his stuff, did it go to Elaine or whatever her name was?
You talking about who is Elaine?
The woman, the woman that ain't that knows everything.
Just
that
all
was
just Lane or whatever, Maxwell.
yeah. So like okay, so like Epstein Island and all of that stuff, and all his like property and stuff. Who that go to? I mean, she can't stay in none of it because she in jail for the next 18 years, however long she in there. Because she got 20 years. So who got his stuff?
Following his death and legal settlements, the island was sold and undergoing redevelopment. So it doesn't say who owns it.
How can you redevelop a whole island? You got to burn that fucker down to the ground and get rid of everything around there.
Not burn it to the ground.
You need new sand, new everything, new
sand. I don't think he had any. I don't think he heirs.
Yeah, I don't think. Because if I remember correctly, I feel like Epstein got rich because he finessed some money out of the man that owned, was it Victoria's Secret or something? Feel like that's how he got famous or got rich.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm gonna have to do some see how he got rich, but the island is being what now renovated. What the people doing to it? Because we need all new sand, all new water. Burn it down to the. They need to get a volcano and put over there and just let it smother it all. You can't. Ain't enough sage, baby, that'll take care of Epstein Island. Baby, the nearest volcano. Get it over there.
Yeah, he was a traitor. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh, there was something.
Was it Victoria's Secret? I feel like it was American
Ale Brands.
Greed.
It says this is according to Wikipedia. The only publicly known billionaire client of Epstein was Leslie Wexner, chairman and CEO of Ale Brands and Victoria's Secret. So yeah, and I think he had to step down recently. I think it was a lot of them people that I think may have stepped down from their position. And I think he may have been one of those ones that stepped down. I could be wrong.
I know that's how he got that money. And he got, I want to say that New York penthouse or something he got from that. Like he finessed a lot out of that man. And again, I think this was on American Greed. American Greed, it really is beneficial and it's very informative.
Hmm. Well, that's
Just saying.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was doing
Oh.
trade with the Russians. Okay. I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to. Well, so all that. So okay, so he did. We know that, and
Hmm.
his money and stuff. So who'd you say the money went to? That
Uh,
Maxwell? Right?
no, they were saying because of like I guess lawsuits and all that stuff is I guess it's just in question now.
Hmm. Split it up between all the. It ain't enough. He probably ain't got enough money to get all them folks
Mm-mm.
right now. Hmm.
But yeah, yeah, they originally blamed the staffer and said that it was the staffer that posted that video and all this stuff. But for the people that were not born yesterday and are not trying to be willfully ignorant, um, we know the likelihood of that happening is,
Mm.
yeah. But yeah.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
But for episode 51, my shout out. So we're trying to do for the month of February, haven't noticed, like first of situations. In this one, I'm gonna actually borrow some of the fact that we discussed the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and also because it is Black History Month, I pulled the first quarterback that played and won in a Super Bowl, and he actually came from a HBCU. He
Would it
actually
be
came
Alabama?
from Grambling. No, he did not
Um,
come from. Now he did not come from Alabama Indians. Stop that! Stop it. But he came from Grambling. Who? And that
oh,
is
Doug.
Douglas Lee Williams. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So he
Okay.
was the first Black quarterback to start and win a Super Bowl, and he did it with Washington, formerly Redskins, now Commander. And if anybody got to say anything about me saying Redskins, I am part Native American. My mama will tell you that, so leave me alone. Um, but that was the team name.
Now, does he still coach with Grambling or did he retire?
um, he is not with Gremlin.
Oh, okay.
He is no. Oh yeah, he's with the Washington Commanders. He's
Hmm.
a senior advisor. I think that's what they called him, a senior
Oh, okay.
advisor. So, and shout out, he was also named the Super Bowl MVP after throwing 4 touchdowns in a single quarter. So not only is yes, he's still alive. Yes. So
Okay.
not only is he a HBCU graduate from Grambling, not Alabama A&M, because duh. Um,
I'm trying
but
to get the heck out.
but like I said, he's also the first Black quarterback. So definitely shout out to Douglas Lee Williams, who's still active in football. Will be celebrating his 70th birthday this
Hmm.
year in August. So
Okay.
definitely shout out to Doug Williams. Like I said, mix in that HBCU, mixed in with that, uh, Black History Month, mixed in with that Super Bowl, and we got Doug Williams. So shout out to him because he's a pioneer.
That part.
Yes. So anyway, for episode number 51 of Real Life is Friends podcast, I'm one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Mila, thanks for the interaction, Doctor.
Dr. T.
Dr. T. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and we also like to always thank everybody that listens and join in the fun when the group
Yes.
chat
Great.
makes it to a podcast. We
Whoop,
are the
whoop,
Real
whoop.
Lifeish Friends podcast. So peace up, A Town.
Do, 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 do.